Hi everyone. So for my video, I wanted to mix together two of the options. So I'll be talking about an organization called Gashia and also give a small background on the vulnerable and diverse population that they serve, which is the Hmong people. So I served my mission in Wisconsin and spoke Hmong, learned about the culture, and interacted with the people there. They came to the United States as refugees after helping in the secret war in Laos and Vietnam. After the United States pulled out of the conflict, there was genocide against them, and this is a common cultural cloth called a pandao, and this depicts that story of fleeing from Laos, crossing the Mekong River, and getting into Thailand where the refugee camps were. And it wasn't until 10 years after the United States pulled out of that conflict that significant numbers of refugees were brought to the United States, being placed mainly in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and California. And despite escaping their war-torn home, their struggles were far from over. They were dropped into a completely new environment, and many of them were still suffering from the trauma of the past decade. This is a picture of my 6'3" companion standing outside of our apartment in Madison, Wisconsin. And I put this in here just to highlight one of the many stark differences between Wisconsin and the jungle-filled mountains of Laos. And this leads into the first service I wanted to talk about, which is the Hmong Sister Group. It's a therapy and support group for Hmong women with professional counselors that guide conversations on overcoming trauma and discrimination and other current struggles. Besides the struggles of learning a new language, culture, and city, many of these women have had families such as children, spouses, and parents pass away through war and exposure to the elements while fleeing their home country. And then for more intense needs, there are one-on-one or family sessions with licensed healthcare professionals for psychological, psychiatric, and alternative medicine services, which is vital to getting the Hmong people the help that they need and deserve, especially considering that 1/3 of all Hmong Americans are uninsured. Another service I wanted to highlight is the transportation. So they have a bus that goes around to the houses of the participants every morning to overcome the geographic boundaries and the fact that many elderly Hmong people don't drive. And this also helps to combat social isolation, as close village living with a common community center is not possible in their new life. And elders in the community were often found staying inside all day without much social interaction. These activities the recreational activities they lead, such as dance, music, gardening, and spiritual ceremonies, help to give meaning and enrichment and purpose to everyday life. Another service offered is the citizenship and English class, which we taught twice a week. We worked on gearing them towards passing the citizenship test and also memorizing useful phrases for buying goods, greetings, goodbyes. And this is a picture of me and my companion and some of the members who were in that class. Lastly, there's a meal program which provides breakfast and lunch to participants to help learn new recipes for common Hmong dishes and teaching about how to eat a balanced diet. Without the common ingredients of home, it was difficult to make traditional Hmong dishes, and due to low incomes, many relied on unhealthy, high-fat, high-sodium diets, which led to current health disparities with diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease, which obviously didn't bode well with 1/3 of Hmong Americans not having health insurance. And here is a picture of the Hmong branch in Madison. I loved being able to work with this vulnerable and diverse population. They're some of the most kind and humble people I've ever met. And I'm also glad I was able to share this presentation on the Gashia House with all of you.